Hi, spiritual family. It's your sister with your high priestess Kathy, and I'm on time as usual, around 8:30ish p.m. Central Standard Time. And how are you all doing, my darlings, my beautiful spiritual family? I thank you so much for waiting for me, of course, and tuning in and sharing your time and energy with me tonight because we're going to have a little bit of some shadow one-on-one study time tonight. So definitely, you guys, I want to make sure that, when you guys get in the chat, make sure you hit the thumbs up, hit the like, okay? So this will get my video sent out, because you guys know your high priestess isn't, this channel isn't favorited. Okay, so I need you guys to show some love and hit the like button, and if you feel that this video has helped you or anything like that, or this message has helped you, feel free to donate, give thanks, or whatever it is that you want to do. Share your story with someone. You guys, I'll be sure to read what you write in the chat. So we are going to get right into it tonight. Okay, so the shadow work 101. What is shadow work? So if you saw the video earlier today, you all know that I've been getting a lot of people asking me lately, what is shadow work? I'm doing this. Am I doing it right? Is that what shadow work is? So I'm going to read the definition to you all, okay? So you guys can focus on that because, we're doing this research together. And so, but if you have a different meaning or whatever, feel free to let me know what do you think it is in the chat. And hey, miscellaneous AB, how you doing, love? I see you are in here. Miscellaneous AB is one of my new moderators, and I'm so thankful that you are here with me tonight. Yes. And we got Miss Aset Het Haru. Greetings, greetings, love. Greetings, goddess. Yes. Yes. Mrs. Aset Het Haru, I appreciate you stopping in tonight and blessing us with your energy. And, I know that you've been, around in the community for a while now, just like I have as well, and everything. So we've seen it all just about. I think we've seen it. And also, we're also still learning as well. So, we are what you call lifetime students, and so that's what we do. We take all of the information in, or we take the message in, and we try to apply the good stuff to our lives, and we try to stay away from the negative stuff, right? Right, girl? So yeah, so that's what this video is going to be about tonight, and we're going to be talking about, Shadow 101, and also your tone. Your tone of voice has everything to do with what you are manifesting. And I see so many of younger women who don't realize that their tone is what is stopping them from getting their blessings. It's stopping them from people even wanting to deal with them. And a lot of times, it's not that you may not even mean to be that way. A lot of women just really have no clue, and I understand that now. And we, especially as women of color, black women, a lot of the world has misunderstood us. All right. So what I am noticing is that, oh my gosh, so now I'm looking at these younger girls, and they talk to me, and then there was a situation with a younger girl who was a client of mine, and uh, the she had a situation with an employer, okay, and so basically the employer called the police on her, okay. So but what she didn't understand was that she didn't actually do anything wrong, that it was just her tone of voice, okay. So even it's it wasn't just like her fault completely, but she really just didn't have a clue that it was actually her tone of voice that was escalating the situation and making it worse. Where she was trying to get the person to listen to her and see things her way, the person couldn't accept the information or actually her speaking because of the tone of her voice. They took it as her trying to attack them, and that's not what she was trying to do. She was trying to get the other person to see her side. And so that's what we're going to talk a little bit more about in shadow work, and so we can avoid situations like that if we can. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that there's some cases, we deal with dirty um, law enforcements and things like that. And you can be nice to them all day, it doesn't matter. But what I'm talking about is some things that, we can have control over that we pretty much don't know unless someone says something or brings attention to it. And I go through that myself as well. I'm still learning. I'm older, of course, but I'm still learning, and I'm trying to learn how to pull back a little bit, especially when I'm dealing with certain people, because I can think some people are more excited to, get to know and deal with. But sometimes you have to pull back that energy and understand that not everybody is like you. Not everybody was raised the way that you were. So the way that you might come off to some people might be misunderstood or taken the wrong way. So there's some things we're going to talk about that's going to help you with, if you're, especially if you're having that problem with your shadow work. Okay, so I'm going to go to the definition here of what is shadow work. And what is shadow work? And it says to understand what shadow work is, you must be conscious of your shadow. The shadow, according to Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, consists of those parts of ourselves we choose to repress or hide that we don't like. We do that by pushing them down into our unconsciousness during childhood. Okay, and it says several examples of shadow aspects are selfishness, aggressive impulses, being self centered, arrogance, shameful experiences, and fears. These aspects these aspects lead to certain types of behavior such as criticizing someone else that has your flaws, letting people know that you're entitled, judging people unfairly, and always being the victim. Yes. So many negative issues that affect your life can result by keeping your shadow hidden and locked away. All right. So some of the things that include would be like addictions that you might be going through, uncontrollable rage, anger, social anxiety, obsessive compulsive disorders, sexual deviancy, depression, low self sabotage. All of these things are things that affect you, and it affects you not being able to be your higher self and focus on things that you have to do, because it keeps you stuck in that place. It keeps you stuck in that certain part of you, like most of the people, since childhood, that you tried to repress, or you was told that that's wrong, don't do that, all of that. So working on these things is how we deal with the shadow work. And a lot of people also want to know how to do shadow work. Okay, well, one of the things that we're doing right now, us being in the chat together, we are actually working on our shadow selves together. So it's kind of like we're talking about it. We're expressing ourselves and things like that. We're taking in this information. And it says how to do shadow work. Notice when you judge, criticize, or blame, and pause. What in yourself are you avoiding by focusing externally? Let's just say that maybe there's a certain person that you really, really, really don't like, and you really don't know why. Why do you not really like this person? And sometimes it can be because a person might look like someone that hurt you in childhood, or maybe like was a childhood bully or something like that. So you have this judgment or this aggressiveness, or you don't even want to be bothered because of the way that you look, or maybe it's something about you that a person wants to have, but they don't. Like maybe you just naturally have a physical, nice body, like a perfect body or whatever. And then another person might look at that as something that they don't want to be around someone like that. They don't want to be anyone they feel like might look better than them, that might one up them, or uh, because they've had bad experiences with hanging around other women like that or other people like that. So a lot of that is, it all has to do with them, and that's what I'm learning as well. If you know what I'm saying, I said, with the doing the shadow work, I'm learning as well that a lot of it doesn't have to do with me. The reason why people feel a certain way about me, it's all about them. Because like I said, you know a few years ago, like I said, that's when I actually first started to become awake, and I learned about all of this stuff. And like I said, I was very angry for a long time, and I didn't understand why, but I was always drawn to people who I felt they could answer those questions for me. Why am I like this? Why am I trying to, why does it bother me to, maybe, uh, you know, I don't know, like maybe even help someone, help certain people. Why is it bothering me? Why is it bothering me that I can't help this type of person? And then it goes back to, maybe your childhood, like, maybe you've had hard situations with people who are a different race or ethnicity than you were. You had a bad experience. So, you might be taking that out on those other people that you see and thinking that they're all that certain type of way. And even in the black culture or the African American culture, there's a lot of colorism that goes on still to this day, you know. And spirit shows me a lot of times. I know that's exactly what it is, with some people, that I've tried to reach out to or be cool with or whatever like that, and it doesn't even have anything to do with who I am and what my message is. It's just because they can't get past of the fact of my own skin color, even though I'm the same as them, or of course, my parent, I got the same type of blood in me that runs through them. They can't get over the fact that I look the way that I do. So, they've had bad experience, with black people or whatever, and so, or with people of color, and so they don't want to deal with it. So, yes, Offset, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And let me read what you are saying here in the chat. And also said, yes, I appreciate you, High Priestess Kathy. Thank you so much, love. Thank you, thank you. And uh, let's see. Arset says, many essay to many curse words can block your blessings too. Yes, yes, saying too many curse words. Exactly. You have to watch what you say. And I do that too. And when I start speaking that negativity, offset, and I start saying, oh, that so and so, I have to stop myself and be like, wait a minute, Kathy, but it really doesn't matter at the end of the day, because you'll probably never meet that person. You'll probably never see that person, right? And so I have to go and I'll do stuff to raise my vibration. Like I'll listen to my music, or I'll listen to something like, you know, uh, the 432 hertz music, or something vibrations that's going to help me, get out of that, because yeah, that can take away from you, that can take away from the things that you're trying to manifest, because you're putting all that energy in on that negative stuff, that negative person, and that's what working with our shadow self is all about, you guys, learning that, we put all that energy on those negative people, or those people that don't like us anyway, right? There's no matter, it's no matter what we do. They just don't like us, and so we all have to understand and learn that. And even though that those people do people that way, they're all the same as we are. We're all the same at the end of the day. They don't want to be treated like that either. You know what I mean? But we have the right to also, pick and choose who we want to be around as well. So, doing the shadow work, you're understanding that it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's them. It's their own life. It's what they want to do. You know what I mean? So when you start doing that and you stop having expectations of people, or you've got this all planned out in your mind, right? Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to meet this person and we're going to be besties. And then the complete opposite happens, right? You meet them and you find out you don't even like them. Well, that is something that's a part of us that that is our shadow self. We need to be real with ourselves, even though you thought that you were going to like them and you ended up not liking them, you need to be real and honest with yourself. Because if you keep dealing with that person, and you don't like them, or you don't like their vibrations, or if you don't want to have anything to do with them, then you're really wasting, your time. You're wasting time where you can be doing something else to elevate yourself, like, doing, getting into making things, selling stuff on Etsy, and, things, volunteering, the nursing homes and stuff like that. They have, people, I think you can do some stuff, like if you're in nursing and stuff like that, I think you can do some things like for volunteer work and stuff to help you, with your resume and stuff like that. So yeah, all of that stuff, focusing in on that negative energy is not going to allow you to, help yourself, help your shadow self, And let me see what else you guys are saying. Yes, yes. And miscellaneous AB says, yes, it's projection from the shadow. Yes, projection from the shadow. Yes, 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 yes. I said, say yes. I was just about to say that. And real good. Welcome, real good. How are you doing, love? Welcome to my channel. Yes, Alafia. Yes, real good says, sorry, just got here. Could you tell me real quick, what is shadow work? I've been wanting to learn. Yes, yes. Offset says people are like that to us, high priestess, because our people don't even like themselves. Yes, yes. That's another thing too. Our people don't even like themselves, and then, like I said, a lot of them they short they short stiff themselves, and so they think that you're gonna go for it too. You don't know. That's not what's happening. And so yes, and then real good. If you go back to the beginning of this video, and I went in a little detail about what shadow work is and everything like that. And so basically, overall, it's just you are working on things that you've experienced in your childhood, things that were traumatic to you, maybe some type of abuse, but you suppressed things that you wanted to do down. Maybe you listened to your family, and you always wanted to be a dancer or something, but they told you to go to school to study to be a doctor, and that's what you did. And so you have a lot of resentment about that. So that's what that is. We're working on that. We're working on that tonight. Yes, yes. And another one we had talked about too, I was going over how to do shadow work. It says also here, you want to practice seeing yourself in other people. practicing yourself and other people. Because I know for a fact that how we view ourselves isn't always how other people view us, and that comes to having a real reality check. You know what I mean? And I can say, like, with my shadow work, and also with me having my weight being up and down my whole life. Most women go through it. Some women, they got those blessed genes. They never have to worry about their weight fluctuating and all that. But most of us do. And what I did learn from that is that people are going to say what they want to say about the way that I look. So I can't let that affect me and stop me from moving forward and making sure that I'm making a living, getting to the bag, moving in a better direction, focusing on making things better for myself, my health and different things like that. I can't stop doing that just because somebody's got an idea about how I should look and all of that. Because if I do that, I will be stuck in a place of depression, hating myself all the time, hating my body all the time. And now I've come to a place where I just accepted my body, not too long ago. And I accepted my body when I was heavier. Like I said, this has been a journey. So this is nothing that has been, happening overnight. And I went through a period in my life where my family would say stuff about my weight, because one, and so a lot of that hurt, so I had to deal with that part of my shallow part of my shallow self. Yeah, that's right. Part of my, yeah, that's another topic about our shallowness. But just getting in touch with who I am, and just accepting the fact that I was at a heavy size, and just loving myself and doing what I need to do. And when that stuff comes up, I had to make a mental note, and sometimes even meditate and all of that. And sometimes it helps to cry, doing shadow work. You need to release it, but we need to release it and then, get better to where we don't have to rehash that, or when it comes up again, or the thoughts, it's not going to hurt us so bad or make us self-conscious all day. And does this look right, or should I wear this, and changing 50 times because you think your belly's sticking out. Well, you know what, the truth is that if the belly's sticking out, girl, the belly just gonna stick out. You know what I mean? So we got to do something to fix it, work on it. That's the way it's gonna be. I mean, you gotta get the money, to get it taken off or whatever, but we can't let that, like, being bullied and teased about certain things in our childhood to affect who we are as adults now. We gotta work on that. Yeah, because remember what I was saying before, always, spiritual family. If this is okay, everything else will fall into line. This has to be okay. So we have to make sure that we are protecting our mental health, our Oreo, whatever. Okay, we have to make sure we are good. So we have to make sure that we do things like creating our own reality, creating our own space. That's why it's so important, like in your home life situation. What is your home life situation like? Because sometimes if you're around negative people and stuff like that, it's going to be hard for you to truly manifest the things that you want in life, or to even try to do the shadow work to do it, because you got somebody there on you 24/7. A lot of us, I know some of y'all just need to move out. If you've been thinking about it, if you've been unhappy, okay, I know I'm talking to somebody. If you've been thinking about doing it and you've been unhappy, living where you're living with your folks or whoever, it's time to focus on getting out. You just got to get out. All good things come to an end. It's time to get out. And then when you do that, you'll be fine. You'll be fine on uh, you'll just get used to it, okay? And so that's for somebody that needed to hear it. And let me see. And Missy Liz, oh, real good says, right. I wanted to be a dancer, and my siblings made fun of me, so I became a teacher. Oh my goodness! Wow. Well, that was spirit. That was for you then. Yeah, that was for you then. Yes, yes. Yes, and Brooke Jimerson. Welcome, Brooke Jimerson. How you doing, love? Yes, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Miscellaneous AB, my moderator, says, I can relate it real good. Wow, so you were a dancer too, Miscellaneous AB? Yes, yes, yes. And Offset Hit Haru says yes. And Pink Chocate. Hey, Pink Chocate, how you doing, love? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping in tonight. Yes, good to see you in here. Yes, and Offset Hit Haru says, negative people drains me. Yes, yes. It blocks my energy. Yes, yes. And that's another thing with the shadow work is that we need to definitely start getting the negative Nancy's, out of our everyday lives. I'm not saying like to just cut people off completely, but especially if it's family, you just can't do it. Some of y'all need to quit loaning money. Y'all know who y'all are. Some of y'all need to stop paying for stuff for family. That's buying love, okay? They'll be fine. They'll make their own way, but you need to start weaning them off, and I know I'm talking to somebody. You need to start weaning them off. And so that with the shadow work with that, that is another topic as well, how to say no to people, you're going to have to start realizing that the money you make is important for you too, and I'm not saying just, cut off your family members, but if you have a family that you have to take care of, that's a different situation. But I'm talking for you all that are single, and you have family members who are working grown family members. They need to go give blood, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But they need to stop worrying on your little check you get every month. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. All right, because you need to make sure that you are doing things for yourself. And so many people that watch this channel, you all, I know that a lot of you all are very, very kind. You have very giving hearts, very sweet, all of that, but yes, people can definitely take your weakness for, your kindness for weakness, and that is also a part of shadow work. You need to learn how to say no, and you need to learn how to identify when a person is trying to take your kindness for weakness, because they will do it. Oh yeah, they will do it, you know. And yes. Yes, Aset says, I'm doing chakra work right now. Yes, I would give them a Saint Expedite spell and send them home. They will get their they will get their own money, HP. Yes, yes, girl. They better tell them they better get that pound cake ready for Saint Expedite, because you know, yeah, that's draining. That is draining. Yeah, that is draining. Yeah. Yeah, and not only are they draining you spiritually, but they're draining you financially. And and so it comes to a time where we have to work on our shadow self and say no. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Yes, yes. And another thing where it says how to do shadow work, it talks about be honest about your shadow thoughts and fears, and then remind yourself what is true. Yes, yes. And so that's what we're talking about tonight, too. with me working on my shadow self, in regards to, my weight and everything, and just being a woman, I had to, just keep it real and say, hey, okay, I'm a big girl, I'm a female, I'm a woman. And so I know how this society is, I know how this world is, and I know that I need to take control of my health. I need to take control of my life, or I'm not gonna be here. It's just as real as that. So every day is a journey, and I had to learn by doing the shadow work is that, oh my gosh, yeah, it's an everyday thing. Like I actually see it like it's a lifestyle change, because it's not anything that I'm going to be able to do like just temporarily. I need to go the full throttle and change some stuff in regards to my life. And that's what a lot of people are realizing in this shadow work too, is keep it real. Like if I don't, do something to stay active and keep the weight down and try to keep going, then, my body's going to have more power over me. And I need to have control over my temple. I need to have control over this body. I'm the boss. I had to say, no, enough is enough. We're not going to eat that. No, enough is enough. We're not going to drink that. And I'm not saying that you won't have certain days where you might crave and want something that's something totally different, but I'm talking about on an everyday thing. I had to take control and say, you know what, I'm not doing it. A lot of I love wine and stuff like that, but some days no, we're not having it today. And then it just like uh, I love oh my gosh, like rosemary fries and stuff like like stuff like that. But then I have to say no, I'm not having that. We had that yesterday. We can have something different today. It'll be fine. It'll be there tomorrow. But once you start getting more into doing the shadow work and then understanding like, dang, this is how much I weigh. So the only way we gonna get smaller is that we need to stop putting so much in, right? So yeah, that's doing the shadow work, and just like shoot, it is what it is, like this is where I am. And and take a look around at other people in the world. There's other people who are big too, or other people who might be short, very short or whatever, and they get on with life. And so yeah, and so you have to just understand, like, you have a right to live this life. This is your right. You have a right to go out. Because some people, they're so judgmental on people. If you're not doing the shadow work or have a healthy mentality, you won't even want to go outside. You don't even want to deal with stuff because somebody's going to say something about it. And the fact that some people, I know that some people, because I was at that stage too, I felt like if I would say something about it before, then I wouldn't, it wouldn't be. But no, that's not how it is. It's just gonna bring attention to yourself and show people like, oh my gosh, she's so self-conscious about her weight and stuff. What is she doing out? So yeah, you gotta really, really, really just understand that this world ain't nothing nice. So everybody gonna say something about you, and people gonna have their opinions about you, and you're gonna have your opinion. Because what was it? I know for a fact. I had met this young man, and I had when we first met, we had a nice conversation, just real cool. Wasn't nothing, no funny business and nothing like that, but we had great conversation. And so I'm thinking in my mind, like, wow, I must be like, all of this to this person, I mean, so. But then, I got to checking around on his page, and I saw, like what he really, really thought about me. You know what I'm saying? What he thought of me is, a nice old lady. He thought of me as a nice older lady, I mean, I'm thinking, like the 20 something Kathy must have came out. You know what I mean, y'all? Because we just had that conversation. So I was thinking, like, oh my gosh, he must really be into me and like me and stuff. Like he must think I'm beautiful girl and all that. I must be doing it for him and all that. What I'm saying. And then I saw that on his Facebook page. I was like, oh my God, I'm just so embarrassed. So I'm glad I didn't make a fool of myself, because I'm thinking he must be thinking like I'm just like all of this in a bag of chips. And he goes, I met the nicest old lady today. I said, and it's not, it was like just like old lady, but he's talking like about respecting the elders and stuff. Okay, so yeah, reality check. So that's the part of doing shadow work too, is understanding sometimes people may not think how you think about yourself, but it's not for us to take personal at all. So, and being with that makes you mature. It shows people that you're mature because some people can actually get an attitude about it or start treating a person funny about it. And then the person's like, well, what's wrong with them? What did I do? And the truth is that the person didn't do anything. The person is entitled to their opinion. So let me see what you ladies and gentlemen are saying here in the group. Um, yes. We got I love my clarity since becoming vegan. Yes. And Ripples of Love. Welcome, Ripples of Love. Ripples of Love says, that wants it all shadows. I come to ball. Yes. And Pink Chocat, yes, says, eating no meat helped me a lot. It was hard though, went from 250 to 180 in a year. Girl, I know. I like, yeah, it will make you lose weight. Like the weight's gonna just come off. And like I said, some people think you go, girl. Sometimes people think because you're vegan you can eat more, but like I keep saying, don't do that because bodybuilders are vegan too. So you can get too much protein. You have to watch it. But yeah, it definitely helps with the weight, especially if you have a lot of weight to lose. Yes. Ripples of Love says he don't make fun of me. CMD windworms. Now, no one has a right. I'm saying something and they're only one of me, not some. Oh, okay. That has 140 million people watching you through my screen. Oh, what are you talking about? What is that? HP, do you need any more mods? You know what? I'll say, yeah, I'll make you a mod. Yes. Let me see. I'm trying to click on you here. Yeah. These new nails I got, man. I mean, they're cute and everything, but I need to. I'm not gonna get them this long anymore. I could barely do anything. I'm gonna make you a mod. I said. Let me see here. Ripples of Love say, yeah, it is coming in. So what is that? Am I missing something? I think I'm missing it. I think I'm behind on here. Yes. Yes. Hey, Barbie. Hey, girl. Yes. Oh, here we go. I said, yes, I'm putting you in love. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I see now ripples of love. Yes, girl. Yes, y'all. Yes, I said, yes, she's my moderator now, one of my moderators. And Barbie is here tonight. Barbie is my number one moderator, y'all. So y'all coming in here, make sure y'all on good behavior now. Yes, because my moderators don't play y'all. They ready to erase. They be like, sometimes I don't even get to see it. I'll be like, what happened? It'd be like, "Grr." You know what I'm saying? Yes, 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 you all. Yeah, so we're talking about the shadow work tonight, Barbie. And we were talking about how to do shadow work here. And yes, yes. And another thing on how to do shadow work is talking about practice radical responsibility for your emotions and reactions rather than blaming others. And that's exactly what we were just talking about. With the guy who I thought that he thought I was all that, but he actually wasn't thinking the way that I was thinking. He thought I was all that, but not like I was thinking I was all that. He was thinking of me like as an elder. So, that's nice. But I think, like I said, the old 25-year-old cat that came out. That I don't know what. Yes, yes. She's like, yeah, look at all the muscles. Look at the muscles. Mm-hmm. And a muscle over here and a muscle over there. And oh my goodness. So anyway, yes. Yeah. And so yeah, with that's exactly what shadow work is, y'all. Yes, and let me see here. Also, you guys, as I was talking about in the beginning, there is an author named Carl Jung, and you guys can Google him up and everything. And he actually really gets into telling people about shadow work and uh, a lot of different things here that you guys might be interested in if you want to do the research. I'll definitely try to have the information in the description box for the link to this. Or you guys can go to, oh yeah, I got the computer up here. Let me put the link in the chat. It's Go Within Spiritual Coaching. What is shadow work? Yes. Am I live here? Dashboard. Yes, I appreciate you, ladies, for being my moderator and my moderators and everything. Because every now and then, we have someone trying to cut up, and some of my trolls that come in and stuff, which I know they love me and everything, because they make it their business to show up and troll me. We can let them stay. We can let them stay. Those ones, yeah, because they'll still watch. We'll let them watch and everything, but when they start really getting out of hand, y'all put them on mute. Just be like, eh. You know what I mean? Like, eh. Just soon as they say something like, eh. I know I said ready to do it, girl. I see you over there, girl. I see you over there, girl. I know you ready to do it. You ready to blast them, ain't you, girl? I know you will, girl. I feel you, girl. Shoot. Shoot. Some of them be so slick, too. Or they try to be slick anyway. And knowing dang well I know that they're troll, but I just use them to my advantage and And but yeah, let them stay so I can get this money. Woo! Yeah, let them stay so I can get this money. Yeah, just put them on timeout when they start really cutting up. You know what I'm saying? When they really start going in, with their crazy stuff. And one of the trolls, y'all, it was during the pandemic too. One of the trolls that kept coming in every night was just Barbie Offset. One of the trolls, all he was doing every time was talking about Lucky Mojo every time. You know what I mean? So I know he was like just really trying to advertise for them or whatever. You know what I mean? Because everything was about them. And I'm like, he just really, 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 like I said, I don't have no, hey, I ain't got no problem with Lucky Mojo. Like I said, I'm ready to go on the cruise. I'm ready to be invited to the party. I'm ready to do the wine tasting. Where we going, Lucky Mojo? Where we going? Shoot. I don't care what nobody said about y'all, but they got their own stuff going. They shoot all over the internet. They getting money with Google with their websites and stuff. All right. So, I mean, I got my stuff set up with Google too, but Lucky Mojo, I know they getting a serious bag with Google. All that information and stuff that they got up there, and that people be looking for you, and then people come and buy their stuff. Yeah, yeah, shoot. And I know one time though I got mad because a so-called friend of mine, spiritualist, he know I have supplies in my store. And every time I turn around, he told me, I'm going to go Lucky Mojo and get this and Lucky Mojo. And I'm like, don't you know I got the same stuff in my store? You can't buy it from my store. But that's just me, right? That's the shadow part of me. The child that, wants the favoritism and stuff, the inner child. Why not me, And so, he had his right. He want to go to Lucky Mojo. And, I remember I even gave him some stuff, for free as well, just out of love and, so he can take some pictures and stuff of my stuff and all that. And, you know, it's all good. But, that's just the shadow side of me talking. I really don't care anymore. Woo! Yeah, Shabbat. This is live. This is live. Yes, yes. Hey, Barbie, girl, I know that's right. That's how they do you, right? That's how they do you, girl. Yes. Silence, silence. Hey, silence, silence, girl. She says, hey, high priestess, is it safe to create servitors to help? You know what? If you know what you're doing, I mean, if you've done research on it or you know someone that does it, it's okay. Because you want to ask questions because you want to make sure that it's working in your favor. So if you've done like some research and stuff on it, then I think you'll be fine. But if you're new to this, I wouldn't just jump right into it. But if you're going to start doing that, it's a chance that something might happen, and it's just keeping it real. So just be prepared for that and just be protected and everything like that, and make sure you're focusing your energy on that servitude to do your bidding and what you want it to do. And that's something that we can be talking about on this channel as well, that I know many people who have worked with servitors, and I've actually only done it once, and I didn't have the experience that I really, really wanted with it. So it was like, I'm just really, really like dealing with the spirits and the spirit, that part of it. But with the servitor, yeah. But if you're a practitioner and you've been practicing for a while, I think you'll be okay, because obviously, you've done some type of research, into the occult and different things like that for you to know what that is, because a lot of people don't know what that is. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's something a lot of people don't really talk about. But yeah, yeah. I know a young guy that I had met online. Never met him in person, but he was very into working with servitors. And I swear he tried to send one to me. And it really didn't end up too well for him. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Yeah, yeah. Because people don't understand when you're a spiritual person, y'all know, Barbie. I said, you pick up on those things, and you're gonna see it and know, and you're gonna know, you're gonna feel it. You'll even know the next time if you actually interact with that person. They'll start even acting funny and stuff. When you know. Yeah, but that's not my type of thing. But they do serve their purpose. They do serve their purpose. Yeah. Yes. And silence says, I'm very interested in a spirit spouse. Also, any pointers? Yes. I'm going to get back to that. Barbie says, what is the proper way to dispose of a money or love mojo bag once your work is complete? Yes, yes. I do have a video about that, um, Barbie, and one of the ways you can do it is a lot of people they may burn it, when they're done, take it outside, send it back to nature. Some people might, bury it, love work and stuff like that. I feel like it's pretty safe to bury, on your ground, or, but like the other stuff, I wouldn't bury any type of hex and stuff on my property. And like I tell people all the time, I know some people, I have seen some people keep their hex and stuff for a long time, and I just don't recommend that. Don't keep that hex and stuff in your home too long, because that stuff is going to end up giving you problems and making you sick. And I know because I've experienced it. So that's why I want to tell people, if you're going to do hexing work, make sure you get rid of that stuff. You can burn it, even with the love stuff, burn it. Take it out with the trash. I know that's a more modern way to do it, but it's going into the incinerator. So there's your fire. It's already going back to nature. These days and times, I wouldn't recommend putting anything in a pond. If it's a river, you want to make sure that it's something that's not considered to be littered. It's maybe something natural or something like that. Maybe the ashes, or what's left of the herbs or whatever. Uh, but I wouldn't recommend releasing anything like that into the pond of water, or an ocean or anything like that. Now, I know a lot of people do their spiritual work in the ocean, and that's fine. But like I said, I wouldn't recommend that, on a personal level. And if you're going to do it, make sure that it's something that's going to be able to go back to nature, something that's not going to litter up the ocean and stuff like that. And but yeah, those are the ways that you can get rid of that, for the love work and all that stuff. And yes, yes, yes. And 777 Elmo Rockin, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all, and appreciate y'all for coming in here and sharing your energy too. And oh yes, and Silence was asking about a spirit spouse and any pointers. And what I can say is that when you have a spirit spouse, now spirit spouses and spirit wives can get jealous and things like that. So that's something that you need to be mindful of. And a lot of times if they don't like who you're with, they will make it known. I've heard of, spirit spouses, actually hurting, people's significant others and things like that because they might have did something wrong to them. When you have a spirit spouse, your spirit spouse is going to want his or her offerings as well. So you need to look up, depending on who your spirit spouse is, you need to look up the things that he liked, the things. Uh, a lot of if you're starting to come more and more connected with your spirit spouse, you want to have an altar for your spirit spouse as well, so you can give the offerings and stuff to him properly or to your wife properly. A lot of people there have their own rooms for their spirit wives and things like that. And so you want to make sure that you're honoring that space and that, you're asking the things that you need and then giving the offerings because that is how you get those blessings and you manifest things from your spirit spouse. And whatever problems, whatever situations that you have, your spirit spouse is going to bring people into your life that's going to protect you, that's going to do things to help you, and they also help provide for you financially, which when you start tapping more into that, you will find that you'll start getting ideas. Your spirit spouse will start uh, just automatically blessing you with money. It could be maybe you've been at your job for 5 years, you start working with a spirit spouse, and then you end up moving to another company and becoming a CEO or something. So that's the way it works. And like I said, these spirits, they deserve to be respected. um, uh, you can be yourself and things like that, but you want to make sure that you have that honor. So it's like having a relationship with the spirit spouse. All right. So just like you're praying and you're talking and you're asking, the universe for things, you're asking God for things. That's what you're doing with your spirit spouse. That's what you're doing with your spirit wife as well. And so that's how that is. Some people's spiritual husband is the Baron. And so they go to the Baron and ask him for things and ask him to help them get things, and then they give him his offerings and things like that. And so it's the same way with being a Christian. Really, it's really no different. If you really think about it, the only difference is that it's not the same deity or spirit or Loa or Orisha or whatever. It's not the same as the Christian Bible, God or Jesus. You know what I mean? So just like you give offerings in the church, you give offerings to the spirit. But like I said, with my experience and with the things that I know, um, that everybody's journey is different. Everybody's journey is different. So and so like I said, but understand, just like God can be a jealous God, it's in the Christian Bible says, right? Spirit spouses can be the same way. So you want to be mindful of that. And there's some more things that go into that, but I don't think be talking about it like right here on that. I might, do that on a different video or something like that where it's totally not YouTube or something. Maybe on my OnlyFans. You know what? I could do that on my OnlyFans if you really want me to talk about spirit spouses and my experience with my spirit husband and everything like that. And the thing, if you really want to know, because I've had so many people ask me about it, then subscribe to my OnlyFans, and I will definitely have a video up there that you can watch and see the things that I do that might help you out. Because I said, my spirit husband has helped me manifest this, all of this in my life, and also the people in my life that have helped me to achieve this. It's all it's his doing. So I'll get more into that. If you really want to know And if you want me to kind of help you and guide you and all that, then go ahead and subscribe to my OnlyFans. Like I said, I don't do any nudity and all that. All my stuff is classy. You know, I got some sexy stuff on there. You know what I mean? But I'm not like, you know, I'm not all like showing my goodies. I'm not showing my goodies. So for those that thought that they was gonna see some goodies, then High Priestess Kathy is not gonna be doing that. I'm gonna see might see a little skin, what I'm saying, a little smiley smile, a little shaky shake, a little belly, a belly dance, but little beauty shot, but you ain't gonna see none of that. But yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll have that on my OnlyFans, and I'll probably just make it like about $10 or something. And if you guys want to see some more of it, then I'll upload another one. So yeah, because YouTube is, I'm already being monitored by YouTube. Like even this right here is being limited. Everything I do is limited on YouTube because of what I talk about. So, um, I still do, if it wasn't for you, guys like, help donating and reading my blogs and things like that, and it would be really, really bad, but I know that I could be making a whole lot more on this YouTube channel if I was not talking about this. But like I said, I have my ASMR channel. I'm going live over there now. I just don't have um, uh, 1,000 subscribers yet or whatever, but they allow me to go live over there because my lollipop videos are getting a lot of views. So if you want to go over there, then you guys can subscribe to that as well. But if you want to really, really talk about it, then do that. And like I said, I do have a coven, and I know that my coven is probably not a lot. It's probably not for everyone on here, but you still feel like you want to be connected to me in some way. Well, I'm going to try to have like a little group on here that you can join that YouTube was showing me about, and that, they were showing me that I can do and all that. If you guys want to do that. And, and so, yeah. And then maybe I can have like maybe not on OnlyFans, maybe I can have it like private here for my group. Maybe I could do something like that, like have a membership, and then you got, because yeah, because like I said, YouTube is, I have a feeling pretty soon. Like I said, they already had took one of my videos down, and some of my videos I made, I don't know where they are. I mean, they just gone. And so I just have a feeling like one of these days, like if I keep it up, I'm gonna wake up to not even having the channel, and I really do feel that. So a lot of the work, I put a lot of hard work into this channel, like with some of the videos and stuff that I made, and I want to keep those around. And so, I'm just gonna, go by this is their platform. I can either abide by the rules or not. So, and so that's to let you guys know that without me going on and on, okay? Yes, and let me see what you guys are saying. Yes, yes. Miscellaneous says, I've had friends that create servitors. I look from the outside, so I don't know that much about it. Oh, okay, okay. Well, good that you have friends because you can ask them too, like, what is their experiences? I'm pretty sure that you'll probably be all right. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, if you're not really used to it, you want to make sure that you have it where you can control it and it not try to turn around and control you. You want to make sure that the servitor is serving its purpose, for what you want it to do. Yeah. Because even when you're dealing with spirits and stuff, and that's why I tell you guys to get that book, and I think you can download it for free as well, the Encyclopedia of Spirits, because it's going to tell you what they like and what they don't like. Even like in the Bible with God and Jesus. And I know the Catholic people, they have communion and things like that. So these spirits and deities and Loa, they have certain things that they like as well. and certain spirits you don't want to offend them, and because they will reject your offering, and they might spank you. Some of them, I've heard of some people calling on some spirits, and then their whole life is messed up because they didn't follow the guidelines, or they gave them something that they wasn't supposed to, or you know luckily, one of the spirits that I worked with, when I had first started actually working with the Loa, was a little more understanding, because some of the things that I gave, I was not supposed to do that, you know, but it could have been bad. So, yeah. Yes, and we got Shaquana McDowell. Hey, Shaquana. What's up, girl? Shaquana says, I was new, tried it, it became physical. Oh, yes, 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 with the spirit husband. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. And yes, Tisha Rod. Hey, Tisha Rod, how you doing, love? Tisha Rod says, just popped in. What's good? Yes, we're doing our shadow work tonight. We are studying and talking and all that good stuff. Yes, we're talking about just what shadow work is. What is shadow work? Yes. And how your tone can affect your blessings and the things you're trying to manifest as well. So that's another thing I need to touch a little bit more on. I did talk about it earlier, but your tone. Some of you all don't realize, like, your tone is what is causing people to be put off by you. It's making you lose jobs. It's making you think, things like that, not getting positions, not making the person, not making your lover come back. And a lot of it has to do with your tone. And Spirit really wanted me to talk about it. So that's what, I want to do. I want to talk about it. And we have to be mindful, especially when we're out and we're dealing with people in society. Okay. Let's just say if you ordered something and then you said, well, I don't want that. That's nasty. You know what I mean? Okay, well, that's fine. That's nasty. But there is another way you can say it. You'll get a different response if you say it different. You need to be mindful, because if you're gonna go, to that place, or and say, I don't want this, that's nasty. I mean, that person is gonna be like, oh, well, how rude. Do I even really wanna help them at all? So we have to think mindful of that, and not saying that you're not wrong for being mad because it was nasty, but there's a different way you can go about it, a different way you can say it, like, oh, pardon me, I do not like that. That's not very good. Do you have something else? Same thing, wanting the same results. It's all about how you say it, your tone, how you deliver it. And I'm not saying be fake or anything, but be mindful, especially when you're dealing with people who's handling your food, y'all. You know what I mean? Especially if something, if they got the order wrong, and then we, just call back and say, okay, pardon me, but this order is wrong. I actually asked for this and this and that. And do you think you can help me with that? Something like that. You know what I mean? Just come off a little more kinder. You just kind of think about the other person, because a lot of times those other people on the other end, they're working and all that, they're doing their job. They don't care whether or not you really like the salad or not. But you would get a better response if you would go up and say, pardon me, but this salad, I'm not really, it doesn't taste very well. Can you, take it back, or is there any way I can get a refund? Is there anything you can do? Something like that. But if you go in there and say, oh, this salad is so dang nasty. Oh, that don't even make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. You don't have to do that. It's your tone. you will get a different response with your tone. You know what I mean? So that's just an example, y'all. So I'm not saying everybody is doing this, but I'm trying to just give an example. Y'all get the gist of what I'm trying to say. It's all about the tone. You get more honey, uh, you get more bees with honey, so you'll get more people that are attracted to you, that want to help you and do things for you, if you soften up your tone a little bit. you know uh be a little more compassionate, nice. If the person doesn't give you the same thing back in return, you still don't have to stoop down to that level. The best thing that you can do is say, well, can I speak to a manager, or something like that. And if they're going on and on about that, then the best thing to do is to walk away and not give a response, because if they say something bad, then you're going to say something bad. They say, the next thing you know, it's going to escalate and it's going to get really, really ugly. You know what I mean? So we have to be mindful about what we're saying to people. Even the customer service representatives, and I know y'all spiritual family, I know y'all be wanting to let them have it. I know y'all be wanting to let them have it. We can't do that to them people all the time, y'all. We can't do that. They might have notes on there that you're an ass. Pardon me. I didn't mean to say that you're a bad person. Yes, or a crazy client, or a number five client, which means crazy. Yes. Yes, Tisha Rod says, just popped in. What's good? What's good, Tisha Rod? And MC Kenny says, what's a servitor? Yes, a servitor is a type of an entity energy that you can create, and call upon to do your bidding. A lot of servitors can be used to spy on people and things like that. Servitors have been known to be used in hexing work, things like that. So that's what a servitor is. Yes, yes, and I should make a video. What is a servitor? So I can give y'all a better definition and things like that, because we're all doing research, and I don't want to misspeak on anything. So I like to have the uh, place where I got my information from, like we were just talking about Carl Jung and all that, so people can see what I saw. Because I might say one word that's different, and people go crazy and, oh my gosh, so I don't have any patience for that anymore. Yes. Yes, yes, there, and Barbie's explaining it right there. Barbie says, MC Kenny, it's deities that you use to help you with things you may want to gain or to achieve, and so on. Yes, hey Empress Yaya, how you doing, love? Welcome. Empress Yaya says, hey, High Priestess Kathy. Hey girl, how you doing? Welcome. Yes. Yes, thank you so much. And Vicky Knighton. Hey, Vicky Knighton. How you doing, love? Welcome. Yes, thank you so much for coming in tonight. And Phyllis Mack. Hey, Phyllis, how you doing, girl? Is it snowing where you are yet, girl? I hope you're doing good this evening. I was just thinking about that today. I was wondering if it's somebody's messaging me. I was thinking if it was snowing down there yet. Yes. Empress Yaya says, I've always been nervous about a spirit husband. Yes, I was too in the beginning. And when I was with my ex for all those years, I would not get a spirit husband because I was concerned about him. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And the spirit husbands. I'm not going to talk anymore about it because I said I wasn't going to. I'm gonna have that up on my OnlyFans, so you guys can go check that out. But I'll have that, subscribe to my OnlyFans and let me know if you want to hear about my situations with my spirit husband and things like that, and what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and we can do it that way. Because like I said, YouTube is not playing with your high priestess. They do not want this information out, y'all. Like I said, as soon as I upload it, it's limited, or they'll have the monetization off. It's like, so yeah. Yes. Yes. Shaniqua McDowell says, I believe Byron and Santa Marta are my spirit threesome. Oh, that's a very powerful combination right there. A lot of power. Yes. Yes. Silent says, I love this. Yes, yes. Hey, Asia Divine, welcome, girl. Welcome. How you doing? Yes, yes. Asia, my sis here in the chat tonight. Yes, yes, yes. And see, I said in there talking about she's had her experiences with spirit husbands and she done had bruises and stuff. Y'all see the chat? See, it be going down in here. See, YouTube don't want all of this information getting out. That's what I'm saying. I need to put it on OnlyFans or something because, it's censored. I'm censored. I'm limited. Every time I upload a live now, I'm limited. It's like they don't even give me a chance to verify it. Now, if I upload a video, like those other videos that I do, talking about the evil eye and stuff like that I had to edit, now they will allow me to monitor that and sometimes they'll even limit it just depending on what it is. The one I made about the coronavirus saint. Now, see, I already know this is limited because I said something about that virus, right? So, yeah, but I made that one about there's a Patreon saint that people pray to, uh, called, uh, oh boy, it just left me right now. And what it is that I don't want to say that word. So what it is, I'm gonna put the link in the description box where you guys can see that video. But that's one video that like I really don't ever see circulating around in my YouTube reel or whatever. Like they limited that so fast, and all it was just a video about who it was. I didn't say anything about any of the stuff going on. It was just, because people were talking about that. So, and also that spirit, or I should say that saint, is a patron of that type of sickness, and so that woke a lot of people up. Like, okay, well, this is nothing new because people have been praying to this saint to help cure them from this. So yeah, YouTube doesn't want that getting out, and so they hid that video so deep, y'all. Like, that's one of the videos like that I did put good time in and editing in and stuff and took my time. Those type of videos, or some of them, they limited, and it was another one that they hated as well. The one with Hecate, they hated that one. And let's see, which one was another one that they hated? Lilith. Yeah, it was like they did not want to hear nothing about Lilith. And that was one of my best videos. And also was another one about Baphomet I did as well. They limited that one. They were, I know it's a lot of people afraid. I know, listen, a lot of the people who watch my channel are already, either witches, they're in the occult, they study, they're spiritualists, they're not just into Christianity, or they might even be Buddhist, or there's a lot of Islamic people who watch my channel and stuff. So, like I said, we are all being monitored and censored on our channels. So those videos are still there. I have been trying to download a lot of those videos to save them because, like I said, I don't know how long this channel is actually going to be up. But I do appreciate you. I need you guys to subscribe and like it. Okay, subscribe and like it, and even share it. So that so this information can stay around. And because there's gonna come a time where we won't be so censored as we once were before. You know, times change. Times change. No time stays the same. And but this information is already out there, but they want to keep us asleep in happy land and not worrying about anything. And well, I wouldn't say not worrying about anything, but not focusing on things that we need to focus on that's affecting us, like our health and the whole fact how they played the American people with this whole fast food revolution, and we're trusting in the government, thinking that fast food, a lot of it was healthy back in the day when it really came out, because they pushed a lot of it, like, ooh, fresh salads, fresh tomatoes, and all this stuff, and they're serving us, meat with greasy cheese, and yeah, okay, so yeah, we were trusted in the government and our people, the people that govern us, to feed us right, when they wasn't trying to do that. They was putting stuff in our food to keep us addicted to stuff, and it made us big. And then what they did is they pushed this whole stuff with the surgery stuff. So that was another way of making money off our butts. And so, yeah, they don't want you to really wake up and see it, but it is what it is. And that's the reason why you got all these other people from different countries. They might get bigger, but they don't have like the obesity rate and stuff that they do. It's because the American government played with our food. They played with our food. We were guinea pigs. And now that a lot of us are awake and we're realizing what that was really doing to our body, a lot of us were taking control over our own health. Even if we eat meat, we're taking control over our own health. We were getting things that are more natural, more organic. It's better to go to meet up with a farmer. If you want meat and beef, it's better to meet up with a farmer and get your beef directly from that farmer. I wouldn't trust these stores, these meat packaging plants for nothing. I wouldn't. I wouldn't trust nothing, nothing. And now that I think about all, they did a number on us Americans, but now Americans, we are awake and we see what's really going on. And so now that's why we are speaking out about it, because they don't have our best interest in heart. They want us all asleep and docile. I mean, so they can make money off our behinds. All right. They want us sick. They don't want us well and competing against their elite or their elect people. They don't want us to have a voice in what we do. They want to make money off us one way or the other, whether they lock us up in prisons, feed us this crap so we could be so sick where we have heart attacks, go to the hospital to be seen. They always want us to be seen. You need to be seen. Oh, you got a headache? You need to be seen. Oh, are you saying you've been putting on a lot of water gain? Oh, you need to be seen. Yeah, they're making money off our butts and stuff that we can cure by uh, plants and roots and vegetables. Like the whole Dr. Sabi thing. Yeah, that's true. We need to follow what he talks about. That's so true. We need to listen to Dr. Sabi. Okay, we need to listen to it. And spiritual family, I love you all. I want y'all to hit the thumbs up, and I'm just going to read here. Um, you guys in the chat, you guys, I've been on here for a little while now, but I got to get off of here. I have some work I need to do tonight, and I also have a reading I need to do. And I'm going to say hello to you all who's joined me tonight. Celestial Goddess TV, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate you, love. Yes, yes. And Barbie says, "Yeah, getting us fat. Yeah, Barbie, that's what they want us. They want us to be fat and ugly and unattractive, and that ain't natural. That ain't natural. And you see our pictures of our folks back in the day, how skinny and slim and good looking they was and stuff. Like, yeah, we ain't supposed to be eating they stuff that they got. Makes you mad to think about it too, really. But we're not gonna do that, are we, Barbie? We're going to vibrate higher. We're going to focus on our health. We're going to do our self love stuff. And we understand that if we fall off on track one day, we're going to get back up the next day, or we're just going to do a little better. And we're going to do things to keep ourselves busy and help our vibrations stay high. Ain't we, girl? Barbie, high five, girl. Whoop, whoop. High five, girl. Yes. High five, my spiritual family. And let me say hello to you all here in the chat. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. Celestial Goddess Tarot TV. I appreciate you, love, so much. Yes, and Miscellaneous AB, my one of my new moderators. Thank you so much for gracing me with your presence tonight. And my girl Aset Het Haru, thank you so much for coming in, girl, for blessing me with your presence and being my new moderator. Yes, yes, yes. And Real Good came in tonight. And Real Good, please stop back by. I appreciate you so much. And thank you for stopping through. Yes, yes. And Brooke Jimerson. Yes, I think I missed you there, Brooke, but I welcome you. I welcome you so much for stopping in and sharing your beautiful energy with us, love. Yes, and my love, Pink Chocat. Pink Chocat, thank you for stopping in again. I appreciate you, love. Yes, yes. I plan on going live. If not tomorrow night, then I plan on Thursday night. But you guys know I'll let you give you a little a video showing you when I'm gonna be on. I hope to see you guys then. Always around the same time, 8:30 ish. Y'all know that, which might mean 9 o'clock. Yes, and ripples of love, ripples of love. Thank you so much for coming in. I love that name. Look, ripples of love, ripples of love. Yes, yes, yes. And let's see, of course, my girl Barbie, my number 1 moderator. Yes. And Shaquana McDowell. Yes, thank you so much for showing up tonight, love. Yes, and 77 Elma Rockin. Thank you so much for showing up. Mwah. Blessings to you. Many blessings to you. I hope you stop back through. Yes, around the same time. Yes, 8:30ish Central Standard Time. Tisha Rod, thank you so much for stopping in. And Silence. Thanks so much for stopping in tonight. Yes, I welcome you all to come back again. Empress Yaya, I love that name. Empress Yaya. One empress to another. Yes. Yes. And DeAsia, my girl DeAsia, thank you so much for stopping through. My love, my beautiful goddess, with your beautiful energy tonight. Yes, yes. And Phyllis Mack. Hey, Phyllis Mack. Thank you so much for stopping in again, love. I appreciate you. I hope to see you back on the next live. Yes, and thank you for taking the time out to grace us with your beautiful energy tonight. Yes, yes, spiritual family. Oh my gosh, I think I got just about everybody.